Hey. Oh my goodness, y'all. What's up? It's your favorite person, Youniq Love. How y'all doing? Oh my goodness, we're getting down. We are literally, what, a day, 24 hours away from the new year, 2023. And I don't know about y'all, but I got some big things in store. I'm actually super duper excited about going into 2023. And it's just been 2022 has been a journey, and it definitely has been so many lessons. Like I keep seeing this meme that says, "Seems like 2022 is just about lessons." What does it say? Uh, Relationships and stuff like that. Lessons for or from relationships and family and stuff like that. And I'm like, yo, that's exactly how I feel. Cause I don't know about y'all, but whew, definitely had my ups and downs and my share of 2022. But one thing I know I'm doing for 2023 to prepare is I'm going in with a vision and I'm actually hosting an event, which is a vision board party. Now, I was supposed to be having this event today, actually, as we speak. However, I am one of those ones. And Southwest, please believe, when y'all have y'all little shindig of your cell, I don't even know if I'm going to buy it for real. Because what y'all put me through over the course of this week, as far as me getting back home on time and handling my business so I could be ready for my event, you know, y'all put me through hell this week. So, therefore, it's probably a wrap for y'all. But, anywho, luckily, I was able to change the date and time of this event. But for y'all don't know, for those of you who don't know what a vision board party is, it is where you put your short-term, long-term goals on a poster board and you act them out or say them out with magazine clippings, words, quotes, positive affirmations. And then you put it in front of you where you can constantly see it every day. And then you put an action plan in place as well on how you're going to accomplish these goals. And then that's what you're working towards. So it's constantly in front of you. So I've done one before, but it was like a couple years back. But this time, it's like, I've been doing so much work on myself, self love, self care, positive affirmation, manifesting. So, getting back in touch with that, I'm like, yo, so imagine if I put all my goals in front of me and I'm just continually working towards. There's no reason by 2024 it's not lit. There's no way. There's no way. So now I'm just grateful and humble because it's like, okay, I thought of this in the month of December, but not only am I, because I thought about this for myself, but here I am, always trying to be captain with the cape on. I'm like, man, what happens if I bring, if I just have a party and whoever wants to come can come. We're going to sit here, we're going to talk, we're going to laugh, but we're going to create and we're going to set these goals and we're going to help one another get to the next level of what we're trying to do and, obtain these goals and reach these goals all 2023. So that's what I'm excited about and looking forward to. So again, 2023 is lit. It is. It really, really is. So, you know, I know, and I probably say this every episode, or I've been saying this every episode, and then, there's a gap, then I'll say it again on the next one, then I won't do another one for like 3 months, but listen, okay, that's that I really, really do enjoy the podcast. I really, really do enjoy doing it. I really, really do enjoy speaking. if I could be completely honest, I was having a problem running all of this, one, by myself, two, seamlessly. When I look back, I have my hands in so much, and I'm sure I said this again, but I also was just in a relationship that like drained me, and it left very little time for me to do what I wanted to and what I needed to do. So this definitely got pushed to the back, the back burner. And it's crazy because towards the end of the year, I just kept getting these different words. And it's just like, you're an influencer. People listen to you. People gravitate to you. And I'm like, man, I already have a podcast. I already have a platform to be able to use and not just talk to locals, because your biggest supporter is a stranger. So why am I not doing it? So yes, I've had to make a whole lot of changes. So this is like the last podcast of 2022, but this is the first one getting ready to go into 2023. Because guess what? This podcast is like number 3 on my vision board. It's getting done. This is definitely being pushed back to the forefront because I know, one, for me, the reason why I started doing this podcast was just, at first it was just me talking, and I didn't realize how powerful I was, or my voice, being able to use my voice as a weapon in a positive way. Because, I only speak facts, I only talk realness, and I only want to see positive outcomes. I only want to help people. I only want to see people, living their best life, because that's what this is what this is about for me. That's what this is about. We're supposed to be helpers unto one another. So it's like, I'm not going to tell anybody anything wrong. If anything, I'm going to tell you something you need to hear. So I'm hoping and praying that, anytime anyone listens and turns on any of these episodes, that they're able to take something from it and better themselves. So I just started thinking about what would happen if I would be consistent. And it started to blow my mind of all the positive possible outcomes that would come from me being consistent with this project. So that's what I'm doing. That's what I'm going to do, is, make this a priority and understand that, sometimes you do have to just make the adjustments. And the adjustment is about you. So many times we want to be wearing the cape. And I realized one thing I asked myself the other day, I said, when you wear the cape, what are you getting out of it? And I felt like I heard crickets. Think about it. If you are always lending a hand, if you're always pulling another person up, what are you getting out of it besides a mere thank you and the headache of hunting and chasing a person down that owe you? They had no problem asking you, but now it's a problem for getting it back, because they said, oh, bro, you got me till, next Friday, bro, I got you, but right now and because we have that good heart, and we don't want to see nobody, you know what I mean? It's like, if we can help them, we're going to help them, like, whatever. But at this time in my life, I must say, I don't know if it's because I turned a year older and I'm a little bit wiser, and like, I don't know, this awakening, or this the light bulb is shining, it's going off, it's blinking, it's making noise, like, Neek, you gotta, it's like, Neek, you gotta. And there's just so much I started going through personally, on a personal level, that I'm like, yo, something gotta change. But guess what? I had to do the work. So I had to physically put in the work. I had to verbally put in the work. And there's nothing wrong with that. Can we normalize getting back to putting in the work, okay, to get it done. That's it. Because when you put in the work, you get results. And it doesn't matter what it is. It could be as simple as, okay, wanting to lose 20 pounds. You do the work, you stay consistent, you stay committed, you're going to lose more than 20 pounds. Why? Because it takes 3 weeks to make or break a habit. And then you're putting in the work. Once you start seeing how you look, seeing how you feel, you drop a clothes size, so now your confidence is rising, you're feeling good. This is part of your lifestyle now because you've made eating better and going to work out a little bit, made that part of your daily routine, part of your weekly schedule. So now you're locked in. Now you're meeting different people who's just like you. So now you're being surrounded by others with a mindset like you. Now you're confident in yourself to stand alone if that's the case, or to the confidence to go after whoever you're trying to talk to. So when you do the work, you get results. And a lot of times it's going to apologize about that. I got a phone call. And that's another thing I do need to get. But it's all good. I have this mapped out. I have this planned out so beautiful, so well. Because usually that is what happens. I am using a platform that is app-based. So sometimes, a distraction, a notification can come, a call can come through just like it just did. But I'm just so grateful and so humble to be able to have a platform that I can just be myself on. And guess what? Not only am I going to be adding or doing these podcasts, but I have now figured out how I can add another element, which is adding people, collaborators, and going live to where y'all can really see me talking. Y'all can really see the interaction. That way, we're going to put a little bit of face to the name and a little bit of face to the voice. And that way now I can take it to another level. You got all these folks out here doing it using social media. Why not? It's like, why are you not taking part of this? You are a millennial. You know a little bit about these platforms. You know what's out there. And after a little bit of research and consistency, you will get better. Whatever you don't know how to do, whatever you are inspiring to do but don't know how, it's going to come. But you have to do the work. You have to keep trying. You have to keep failing. You have to keep, doing what you know so that you can learn the lesson of how to be better or do it better. Or because eventually you start running into people that's doing the same stuff you are. And they're like, oh, bro, you don't know how to do that? Yeah, well, let's link, let's link. I'll show you, I'll show you what you need to know. Or have you heard of this platform? Have you ever heard of this? Oh, no, I never. Okay, so boom, when we link, I'm going to show you, here's the contact, here's how you work it, here's how you do it. So put in the work, you're going to get results, okay? So I know I went off on that, so I'm just really, really excited. And I think I do say that, but this time is so much different because it's really about me. Before, like I said, I was so big on trying to do so much that I was spreading myself thin, and a lot of things were getting pushed to the back burner because, as you know, you try to be an octopus and have your hands everywhere and doing everything, and it just doesn't work like that sometimes. I mean, this is 2022 going into 2023. It doesn't matter how much you think that you can handle, but eventually stuff starts getting not done because you're spreading yourself thin. And guess what? Burnout is real. Physical burnout and mental burnout is real. You want to know how I know it's real? Because I experienced that too, where I almost completely shut down and went into this funk where, nothing was getting done except for the bare minimum, meaning showering and going to work and coming home. Like, I was barely even eating at one point in time that I was so burnt out. I would literally come home after work and just lay on the couch. So now nothing is getting done. And again, I went through this went through so much this year, and it was so eye-opening. But I'm thankful to be on the other side. I'm thankful to have lived through it so that now I can tell other people about it. Because I know for a fact that I am not the only one. And that's what we need. We need people to be honest. We need people to be real. And that's what makes me me. I am unique from the definition by any means. And I enjoy being that because I can only be myself. But if we really sit here and be real, you know, he or she have a lot of things in common. But here you are, you'll have so many people trying to look like they're above, or no, I'm not going through nothing. I'm perfect. I don't got nothing. I'm not that. I'm doing this. But behind them closed doors, you're getting the Mayweather slapped out of you by life. So, what you can do is tune into Royalty Talk because we're going to get you right. All 2023 is up. And whoever wants to come with me, come. It's here for the taking. That's the greatest thing. It's here for the taking. You know, we have to forgive ourselves for the decisions that we made, but we have to be humble and grateful enough that we have another chance to fix those things, adjust those things, and do the work to see the results that we want to see. So, shout out to Brittany Griner. Shout out to Joe Biden. I mean, at least you did something else right. You didn't give us no stimulus checks, but you gave us Britney, so I guess we gotta take what we can get. You know, that's cool. Respectfully, and you know the work that it took to get that. But I have to admit, though, one of the biggest things that really affected me in that short time frame would have to be there's actually two things: is the passing of P&B Rock and Takeoff. This gotta stop. I was a huge Migos fan. I mean, I still am, but I was a huge major. I just made that a compound sentence. Huge, major, huge, widely. Huge fan of Migos, and it was on my list of things to do to either go to a concert or get a meet and greet package so I can meet them, whatever the case may be. So that definitely broke my heart, like seriously. And then it's like, I mean, there's so many blurred lines about what happened, how it happened. And, you know, the same thing for P&B Rock. And it is just so sad that us as a culture and a race, like, what is the issue? I never wanted to kill anybody. I might have wanted to beat their ass. But that was it, you know. And I'm like, what happened to that? Like, you know, your pride and your ego cannot be that strong to following through with something like that because it's 2023. We know the consequences. And I'm sorry, if you ain't never been to jail or to trial, that is some intense stuff. And y'all see today what is happening. For instance, Gunna, Young Thug, that whole situation. They said, oh yeah, well, 25 years of life. What? Oh, listen, sir. He over there, you see him right there? Yeah, yeah, we went out this, like, he just started, like, and, you know, there's so much old code, and listen, okay, first of all, if you was doing what you were supposed to do, this wouldn't even be topic of conversation, but I'm a firm believer, you do the crime, you do the time. It's very simple. So if you're not really built like that, if you really not built like that, then you need not to participate in festivities that will land you in a federal prison, you know, in a place that you really don't want to be in. So it is very imperative that we start bringing the reality and the truth of situations to the forefront, okay? That's what needs to happen, because I'm tired. First of all, I'm tired, I'm sick, and I'm tired of seeing our culture, our race, treat each other this way. And on top of that, I am really sick of social media and entertainment lifestyle presuming a lifestyle that is not everybody's reality. Let me say that again. I am tired of social media and the entertainment industry presuming a lifestyle that is not everyone's reality. Now, I'm not saying there's not no rich cats out here. I'm not saying there's not some real entrepreneurs. I'm not saying there's not no real digital content creators. I'm not saying there's not real influencers. But what I am saying is you cannot have there's so much more of an influence that these people are taking the words of these folks and who is in that reality. Okay, you wake up and you got your glam squad, you do whatever you want all day, every day. Great, congratulations. But for the people that's not in that reality, this is the real world, baby. I get up and I get to the bag every day to just do okay for myself. I'm not super rich or balling. I'm trying to get there, but I have to get up every day and do the work. That's it. But everyone's reality is not, big houses and fancy cars and jewelry and designer and expensive this and expensive that. That's not everyone's reality. I know people that's working towards it. I'm working towards it. Of course, I want the financial freedom and the liberation that money brings. Who doesn't want that? But not everyone is born into it, and not everyone gets it either. But the ones that do get it is the ones that work for it. So you gotta put in the work. It doesn't matter. And that's the part that everyone is seeming to forget. A lot of people think that, okay, for instance, content creator, influencer. Oh, I'm going to make 3 videos and I'm going to be an overnight celebrity. I'm going to go viral overnight. No. All of the YouTubers I know and seen of have said the same sentence in so many words. It started off slow, and I wasn't sure about it at one point in time. But in the beginning, because we've been doing this for years, but we just kept posting and we kept posting and we kept posting and we kept posting. So kept posting, that means consistent. And then you had to start from somewhere, meaning a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago. Because every influencer and YouTuber that you see right now did not have overnight instant success. 1, they had to start somewhere. 2, they had to put some years into it consistently. So I don't know where they took from that, but again, this generation that is coming up, it's sad. And it's I know because I'm living here with my daughter and I'm trying to, this is what I'm up against. Because sometimes it's she'll take the words or whoever done said, and I'm like, where'd you even get that from? Who even said that? Because I don't even talk like that nor act like that. So why do you think it's okay? And where can you possibly be getting this? Because I don't act like that or carry myself like that. So it has to be social media. It has to be, because I don't act there's a certain way I don't act. And I'm not saying that I'm stuck up and bougie, but there is a way that I do carry myself. And I want to carry myself, and I choose to carry myself. There's just certain things I'm just not going to do. So, for instance, matter of fact, why? How? Why, how? And this is the stuff that keeps me motivated, because I'm about to be the whistleblower on stuff like Blueface and Krishan. What the hell is that? Just what is, this is the problem. That is the problem. Baddies Zeus, like, okay, cool. I know this might be some man-made TV network, but this is what is being fed to our youth, and we wonder why our youth is out here wilding and acting crazy, because guess what? That's what they see. And believe it or not, these folks don't even know how much influence that they really, really do have on the nation. So I know for me, if I get in position, if I get on a platform, I want to use it for right. I do not want nobody's child or no one having anything bad to say or using that, oh, well, Youniq did it, Youniq said it, then I'm not. No, if it's not going to be used for good, miss me. But listen, these folks, I sat back and I watched a episode of Blueface and Krishan, and it happened to be, I guess they got into a fight, the two of them. So when her family found out, they pulled up on the kid. And I'll admit, up until it was all good till it wasn't anymore. You know, Blueface, he stood there and he took it and he answered questions and he didn't get loud and didn't raise his voice and he asked questions and he talked talked back a little bit. So that part was all good because, of course, when you have a man hitting a female and if they have brothers, sisters, family, of course they're coming for you. How did you expect them not to come for you? And then all of a sudden, first of all, before I say what I was about to say, then you have that one family member that just doesn't shut up. So they had this one family member that just didn't shut up, which I believe she's the reason why it began to escalate. Because had she had shut up, or even if Blueface said, you right, because the dad took his glasses off, so Blueface is pulling his pants up, everybody knows what that means. That means somebody about to get hit. I'm sorry, that's a universal sign language. Oh, somebody's about to get hit. So then when the father starts walking around and kissing folks, so either he was really about to leave or he know he might go to jail today. I mean, there's only two options. So again, Blueface goes from being humble to now he has to be defensive. And then in a blink of an eye, what happens? And again, that one cousin, whoever she was, I don't even know who she was. She just would not shut up. So y'all are outside of this fancy hotel, Baltimore or wherever they was at, causing a whole scene. Then the dad finally swings on Blueface. Now, two problems I have. And something that Blueface said, and I'm just like, oh my gosh. Because this is why we're in the situation that we're in. Obviously, Blueface was brought up to whoever hit you, hit them back. And it doesn't matter who it is. That's some BS, and we all know it. Like, come on. There's no reason why a man should be hitting a woman. Simply because you could really hurt her. Like, seriously. And then y'all don't want to fight no dudes, though. But y'all want to put your hands on the woman to try to, control her, show her who's the man and all this other stuff. No, not cool. And because he said he was defending himself, but he was like, oh, so she's just allowed to hit me, and they're they were saying, yeah, but no, you know what I mean? Like, you should just be walking away. You should try to diffuse the situation. You shouldn't try to, go back and forth, and you shouldn't try to hit her and stuff like that. Because, okay, this girl got a whole tooth. Oh my gosh, I couldn't even stand it. Now, I'm guessing maybe that fight knocked her tooth out or whatever, but listen, I would have had to be at the spot the next. We got to call them. Is it after hours? Is they closed? Yeah, we got to call the folks. I need a tooth. Period. Y'all got money to buy all that damn Hennessy. You should have had enough money to go buy a tooth. Anyway, I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me go backtrack. Okay, boom. So the dad finally catches. He just nips Blueface. He ain't even really hit him. He just, snagged him a little bit. So, of course, that takes this situation to a whole nother level and a whole nother chaotic event happens, transpires. Then you got, and it blew me because all the females in the family was ready to jump on Blueface, except for the males. Like this man, and so then when Blueface got a chance, he calmed down. He snuck the dad and about knocked him out. He had his face leaking and everything. And again, the brother act like he ain't want no parts. But all the females was ready to go. You had the one cousin come put her bra on. Now she outside in her bra. The other big cousin that kept running her mouth, she's still running her mouth, but getting louder. Like, they caused this whole dysfunctional scene. And for me, that is why America is doomed. If we don't get that shit off of TV, we are in for a rude awakening. And this is why the crime rate is as high as it is. This is why kids, youth don't want to do nothing, because all they want to do is go in the house and watch these nut-ass shows. And when I say nut-ass, shows that are quote-unquote, yes, entertaining, but not showing or teaching anything of value either. So now they think this is the way of life. Wrong. The only way that the world can start to turn around is if we start shedding light on the people that are doing good things, the people that are doing good deeds, the ones that are doing the work to accomplish their hopes, goals, and dreams, the ones that are being successful by doing it the right way, because we all know there's no shortcut to success. We need more reality shows showing that side. You cannot keep showing all this negativity and think that the world is going to be positive. It's not. That's not how it works. It's really not how it works, okay? And I'm not saying, because one thing, these kids' frontal lobe is not fully developed. So they cannot even tell the difference of what is real life and what is entertainment. And I understand that some of this stuff is really entertainment, and some of this stuff is really how some of you classless females act, because that's all y'all know. So of course you can't do nothing different, because that's all you know, and that's okay. You just not my cup of tea. So me growing up, I stay away from people like that. I don't entertain people like that, or I know how to keep people like that at an arm's length. Because, whoa, I don't want to act like that. I don't want to be viewed like that. Birds of a feather flock together. That's a true statement in this case. And that's not how I want to be viewed. And that's not how, or things I want to do. Those are not activities I want to participate in. So, where is the good girls club? Where is the classy ladies club? Man, the music and entertainment, I can't just say music, but entertainment has gotten so raunchy and so explicit. Like, what happened to the radio cuts and the radio edits of music? What happened to, like, only hearing certain stuff, like, at the club or at the bar, because that's, like, 21 and over? You know, what happened to, you know, watching your mouth in front of your elders? What happened to that? Well, the culture and the entertainment industry has almost made it seem like this stuff is okay, that this is allowed. Like, yeah, I cuss, but I'm not going to cuss at my grandma. Like, what happened? What happened? No. So that's another thing I am on a mission to do, to bring back, is the culture, the manners, the respect, the morals. What happened to that? You got, you know, these females out here half naked. Okay, yes, we heard of it, but what was that called? I'm sorry. Listen, when I was growing up, a lady that was half dressed with her butt out, with her boobs out, they had a name when I was growing up. Now all of a sudden that's the look. What the hell? No. It's gotten backwards. And I just want to know, who is going to stand with me Who is going to stand up and be like, I am royalty, and understand why I call myself royalty? Because, you feel me? People that are kings and queens, not saying that they don't mess around with peasants, but the way that they carry themselves because of who they are, that stands out to me. That means something to me. So if there's anything that I can be in the world, I'm going to be the best of the best. How do you not, now that we have a choice and we have freedom, how do you not want to be the best? How? But then again, now, seeing what we're up against, you got to make a choice. Well, now that I'm grown and able to make a choice, I'm going to choose the best one. I'm going to choose the right one. No, I'm not bougie. No, I'm not stuck up. But I carry myself as such because I am respectful. I do have manners. And it seems like these qualities get overlooked. But I'm okay. I don't have to look over my shoulder. And I don't have to punch anybody in the face just when I get mad. Or I don't got to fight my way through stuff. That's not the only way to handle stuff. It's not. And I choose and I want to be mature, because this is what being grown is, okay? I've been doing a lot of mature adult things for a long time, and I've always been a low-key perfectionist in everything I do, and it kind of got worse as I got older, because I'm still trying to be quote-unquote perfect, but I make mistakes or fall short. So I'm taking those limits off, but I know who I want to be and who I don't want to be. So every day, all the time, I'm just making those steps of being who I want and who I have to be at that given time. And it just is what it is. So now, having a choice and being able, I just want to be the best that I can be for myself. I want to be the best for my child and the best for my family. But at the end of the day, it's still about me. How I'm carrying myself, how I present myself, and stuff like that. So, again, you can be beautiful, have a beautiful face, and have an ugly soul. We all know that. So that really means you're really not that cute. You're really not that bad. I want to be the full package. Beautiful on the inside, beautiful on the outside. Period. Because I do have a choice. And that's the thing. You do have a choice. What are you choosing? What are you going to choose? So that's what the Royalty Talk podcast is going to be about. But I'm talking about it all, and I'm calling it out. I'm going to call it how I see it, and I'm going to break it down like a fraction. And it just is what it is. Because somebody has to do it, so why not be me? Because I'm a very logical person. I'm a very blunt person. I've been kind of called mean. I said, how am I being mean if I'm telling the truth? And that's the thing. People don't want to hear the truth. But it is what it is. I'm going to call it how I see it. And me, personally, I'm on all sides of the fence. Okay? Because I'm raising a child in this time. And if you cannot be a positive role model and teach her right from wrong, then you're not it. I'm sorry, you're not. And I don't care. I'll tell you to your face, yo, that's trash. You're trash. I'm sorry. That's not cute. The way I've been seeing these young ladies act on TV, on all these shows, that's not cute. And I'm sorry that y'all was brought up like that, or that's what y'all think that y'all have to act like. That shit is not cute. Excuse my French. I try to not cuss as much on here, but some stuff needs a cuss word every now and again. And we need somebody that's going to step up to the plate and start calling this stuff out. So I don't care if I never, quote unquote, get famous, because that's not even what this is about. This is about standing up for what is right. Right is right and wrong is wrong. And I've always been fair. I've always been thorough. And I've always been legit. So that's what I'm always going to do. That's who I'm always going to be. So take it or leave it. I don't care if you like it or not. That's up to you. But it's not going to change me, because this is me. And we need more people like this that's going to stand up for what is right. Period. They say stand up. If you want to see change, be the change you want to see. So if we're going to use cliches, then here we go. Here we are. I want to be the change that I want to see in the world. And if I'm going to be able to be blessed enough to be able to be given a platform, I'm going to use it. Now, don't sit here and think that every episode is going to be a lecture, but it's going to be about real life. And it's going to be about real stuff that I see. So, or is on my mind or talk about, because again, I know I'm not the only one, or can't be the only one that's seen this, saw this, heard this. I can't be. So let's talk about it. Then we're going to talk about how are we going to be royalty? How are we going to carry ourselves? Because we have a decision. How are we going to get to the next level in our lives if we feel stuck? What are we going to do if we're dealing with a situation that we don't know how to handle? What are we going to do? How can we go about this? How can we fix this? How can I be better? How can I do this? How can I sometimes, and there's so much going on in the world. There's so much going on even just around us that we can feel stagnant, that we can feel like we're not progressing. And it may just, you might come across me on Facebook, you might come across me on TikTok, you might come across me on Instagram, and that be the thing that helps change your life. And that's all I can ask for. So please believe you will be seeing more of me. Please believe when you see me, when you see my name, when you see Royalti, when you see Royalti Talk, that's exactly what it is. It's A1 and it's good stuff. That's all I'm giving out. It's good vibes, love, positivity, and gems on how to succeed, mind, body, and soul. That's what it is. So listen, I need everyone to stay safe. I need everyone to enjoy their New Year's. And I need everyone to think and make a decision. And make good decisions. Let's make good decisions all 2023. Okay? Good decisions, good vibes. And let's go. Let's get it. I'm super excited. I haven't been excited like this in a while over something that I wanted to do and something that I wanted to accomplish. So I'm super duper looking forward to it. And I'm putting all of me into it. So I'm all gas, no brakes with this project. And when we get to December 30th, 2023, you know we're going to be able to look back and listen to this episode and be able to see how far I've come. And hold me accountable. If I start slipping, Youniq, you ain't did no new shows. What is you doing, sis? So make sure y'all follow me on YouTube, Youniq Love. Everything is Youniq Love, okay? You can type in Google right now, Youniq Love, YOUNIQLOVE. That's my name, okay? Period. So everything is attached to that. Instagram, Facebook, all that is seamlessly together. Then we're going to have Royalti gear at Royalti by Youniq.com. So we're going to start getting the merch together. So stay tuned. Everything is up from here. Please be safe. And until next time, love to be you. I am Youniq. Peace.